What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
And that, in a nutshell, is Twitch chat. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
This timeline is more confusing than DBD's spaghetti code.
Yeah, it is. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
The problem here is, I still don't know how to do the puzzle. Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, all right? Now, I'll have to look at this thing. We've got numbers all over the grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out, right? Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
We're fun.
The original version of this puzzle on the Ds was a Sudoku. Plus her fevers were failed timelines where she got incinerated.
Oh. Oh, fuck me. What is this? I don't want to do it. Help! I can't do Sudoku. Oh, wait. When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? Pressing the buttons again makes the numbers disappear. Looks like I can turn them on and off. Is there some special meaning to there being two modes? What could it mean? When I flip the hint off, all of the empty spots look like the one in the bottom right. Does that mean that they're supposed to match? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares. If I switch out a yellow square, the number that shows up in the hint changes too. It looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. For example, when I switch out the 3 with the 5, the hint number increases by 2. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. The hint displays what the adjacent yellows add up to. So most of the answers should be two digits. But each square only has a single digit. They must be calculated in a different way. Digital roots? If they have digital roots, then they'll always end up as one digit. Add the numbers! But there are letters here too. Wait, haven't I used letters before? A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12. Maybe I need to replace the letters with the numbers. I think I got the gist of the puzzle up top. I just need to make all the digital roots the same. But what number? Switching out a yellow square affects all hint squares around it. Wait, but one square doesn't get a hint number, the 9th spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. So the 9th square has a different rule. If only I knew what number goes there. I'm changing so much, it's just getting messy. Maybe I should just reset. It'll set everything back to its original state. Oh, wait a second. When everything is in its original spot, something lines up in the bottom squares. It looks kind of like a word. Lassie? Come here, Lassie! I'm getting too confused. I should reset. A clean start should clear my head. Maybe I could figure out the answers easier that way. I need to find the password. So what number am I trying to... Wait. Password. Like password. Fuck! Password? The password's password? I don't understand. I'm stupid. Please help me. Fuck. I can't. I'm getting confused. I should reset. I just did. Stop. How do I add in another letter? I don't...
Bahroo, help, I'm so confused how this puzzle works.
I am too.
What are stipulations again?
I don't know what I'm doing. I reset again. I'm getting confused. I should reset. How are you this blind? I know that it spells fucking password, you idiots. I know that. I don't know how to add a number here. It won't let me. It's password. I can't put the... Look, I get it. It's password. Password is password. Got it. Up. Fuck. Pass. Word. Fuck. Password? I'm inputting a password now then? Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? Fuck. Maybe the hint was in that one. Fuck. Good. The puzzle. The answer ended up being password, and after it was an extra space. the 9th square. Maybe that's the password. I fucking hate this game. I hate this game.
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I
Some
did!
trivia
I
while your
solved
brain
it.
fries.
I mean, really,
The
you
D's
solved it.
version may-
Now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown has been confirmed.
You danced
Incineration
Mother
system
Ducker.
has been
Good
disabled.
job. Now get some education.
Listen, I promise I'm not this stupid. I promise I'm not this stupid.
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. So all of this really happened is because Akane was too stupid to spell password. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, you were also stupid. I guarantee if any of you fuckers were in the same situation, you all would have fucked it up. If you had it listened, you had to put yourself in my shoes. I had an incinerator on my back. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Right. Okay. So maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? All right. Nothing hold me back now. Shut up, chat.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay. Maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. I just hit it again. And again, and again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't it stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Oh my god. Snake plus Clover plus Junpei plus 7 plus Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. The number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right numbers into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this one or we're all fucked. All right, no time to explain. Just
Quick,
go.
Verify your numbers on the red. Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us. We all need to verify.
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1. Dead.
Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No. No time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys. Move it. Okay. They're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Still going. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap,
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
So this is where the paradox comes in, right? Because he said Seven he watched her burn. So the Seven that is on the ship with me right now. Okay.
Akane!
I buried my face into his chest and cried again. And I cried and I cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. Oh. The collar's still... The collar's still there. Hey! Hey! You're about to die! Hello? Hello? Your arm! Please take care of the Bakum! I just wanted to stay in his arms forever, but you're about to. You're about to be there forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It only took me a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective, who who we call 7 and 9 years, and Snake and the blind boy were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung.
All right, let's get out of here.
Chat, stop. She's 9. All right, let's get out of here.
If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oi was right. It's time we get moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running, up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running. If they can get us out here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why did it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? What?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases.
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20.
It's Q, isn't it?
L is 21, M is 22.
It's Q.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now, I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, I can't stop. Don't have time. Must keep running. Come on, legs, there can't be many more steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally.
Whew.
Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open. You're gonna open now. Where's Ace? I just realized, in all this commotion, where's Ace and Santa? I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy. I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace, and not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us had been kidnapped. We were finally able to escape from the gigantic. Wait, it sank? This paradox hurts my brain. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. It was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Just fucking sinking for 9 years. It's fine. Finally, air. Ugh. Damn. That sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
You gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
I was never on a boat. I was never on a fucking boat.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Fuck me. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. Guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Connie.
What?
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Just those guys had bombs. Just them. Nobody else. Just them. Wait till after the credits? Okay. Well, I know I'm waiting for the after scene cutscene. Alright. I want you to know, I streamed this for 9 hours.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the ending of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun
How
slowly
does it look
set.
then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well,
What
let's
the
see.
fuck happened to my face?
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned.
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun!
Oh fuck, Clover's driving, hell.
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
What the fuck is the speed limit in the desert?
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh shit! God damn it, you didn't drive so fast, man. I didn't think a car like this even go so fast. Yes, sir. What all the miles? We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple of hours after we'd run into junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Officer, please, you have to come with me.
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. And all we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling
You couldn't
lumps.
run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue through the holes in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
What kind of fucking 8th grader pours gasoline on a cat?
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Oh, the bunny!
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it
They
into
asked
the
me
wind.
what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
The bunny rabbits, no!
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than
Like
I
Ace. Well, I guess I should say Guitaro Hungo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
do. Well, yeah, I guess I
He's
could.
still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens
Hey,
to him anymore.
were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try and pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You can at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
What a stupid fucking reason.
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's
Well,
in
my
the
next
nose.
question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. I catch up when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. All right, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soparu. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. Oh, it's not there, but all the money I made. For now, I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
I like how chat's bitching so much about how long the ending is. This is what an ending looks like when you don't want to have loose ends. Although it probably still has loose ends anyway.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved his arm toward me. His hand was a doll. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit into his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Fuck.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway?
Toss it over. Let's see what
Really
happens.
sudden.
Just throw it out. Just throw it down the hill. Let's see what happens.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay. Well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
Black magic.
So I give this. It me. So we always...
It me.
Together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
I'll never forget you. That's why I'm going to string you up into some fucking nonary game 9 years later and potentially get you killed multiple times over. I'll never forget you. Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and it's the only one that's really important. It has to do with Juna Nakane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Huh. Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do you make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's only one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You looked satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
What? Hmm?
Hey, girl! The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. End. Well, thank you so much for playing my game. Well, everybody, that's it. That's the game. That's the ending. That's the everything that there is. We're done. GG, boys. GG.